Hey everyone, Val here with Steve, and we are behind a couple of tags, so we're going to do the 2 tags. And if Sandy is watching this from Let's Get Fit with Sandy, if you all get the tag questions ahead of time in an email, can you forward me that email? Because we don't get them until somebody posts the video, and then I have to write down all the questions. So it would be really helpful to get them ahead of time if we could. But we're going to try to catch up on the last 2 weeks because, as you all know, we were on vacation. So, did you have a good time on vacation?
Yes, you know I did.
Yes, we did. Ask him his favorite thing. Alright, they asked you what's your favorite thing from vacation.
Oh, the diving.
Ah.
And spending time with my wife.
Yeah, lies.
No, the diving was probably my favorite, and spending time with you is very special too.
Yeah, the diving was awesome. I got video, but I have to edit it, so that's going to take a minute. So you'll have to bear with me on that one. But I did put a nice video out last night of the water show.
If you didn't see it, you need to go look at it.
They do an amazing job on their productions. So we got to see a couple of their productions and really enjoyed them. Enjoyed sitting out, relaxing, and watching them. So we have a random question tag, and this is a Tagless Tuesday tag, but we do it whatever days we can get them up, because that's just who we are, kind of slackers. So
I'm rubbing off on her.
Yeah. So this tag came from Jones Pointed Plate, and I believe Doug was the one that put the questions together. So thank you, Joan, for these questions, and everybody that's involved in this tag will be in the description box below, so go and check out their channels. Anybody who wants to do the tag is tagged, so let me know if you did the tag, and by so you know, you and your wife are always tagged. Alright, so question number 1. If you could visit anywhere, this is a random question tag. If you could visit anywhere in the world, in the USA, if you could visit anywhere in the USA, where would it be? I visited a lot of the USA when I was a child, probably in the 5th, 6th grade range. I don't know how old that is, 11. But
probably I haven't been to New England.
He just cut me off.
Sorry.
He just cut me off. Like, we don't care what she's saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so I would like to go back and visit some of those places because I don't remember a lot, because, you know, when you're that young, it doesn't matter. But we did like a cross-country trip, my aunt and my cousin and I and my uncle, and went from upstate New York to California, and I think we went into New Mexico and a lot of places and visited like a lot of places. But I'd like to do that whole trip over. I mean, that would be cool to do that whole trip over. And Hawaii, because I haven't been there.
I don't know. I got a couple of places that I'd like to go see, but I don't know that I ever will.
Where is that? What's your bucket list?
New England. I like to explore New England because I've never been.
That would be fun.
Montana. I like to go stand in a stream in Montana. There's some things in Virginia I wouldn't mind doing.
Yeah, that could be weekend trips. We're like in the middle of Virginia.
Yeah.
That's cool. We could do that.
I don't really have any need to go to any cities, though.
Not a city person either.
Maybe.
So cities don't interest me, big cities.
Seaports, maybe.
Yeah.
I was watching, what was it? This Old House. And they were doing a show in one of the seaport towns. And I thought, well, that'd be cool to go visit that just to see it.
Yeah. I was watching a video last night of a guy who was touring a abandoned castle in France, and
that would be awesome too.
It was sad, the condition the castle was in, that it was just left to decay the way it was. It was very sad, kind of like the castle up in the Thousand Islands. It was just left. Well, it was in worse shape than that, but
that was more of a mansion.
that was
that
a
a castle?
castle.
Was
It was
it?
a castle a man
Started
built
to build
for his wife. Yeah,
but she passed away before he completed it.
yeah. So he left it in the way it was. He just stopped. All right. So question number 2: if you could visit anywhere in the world, where would it be? Now, we're getting out of the United States.
Yes.
We've already talked about we'd like to go to Scotland and Ireland to see the castles and stuff.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. There is
Now-
talk of a trip next year out of the country.
Yeah, but yeah.
We're not sure yet. We're not 100% sure yet, but I have a niece that's getting married in India, so that may be a possibility of a trip. Where's your outside the U.S.? Any islands that we haven't been to yet?
I mean, it depends on what you're talking. If you're talking about for sightseeing, probably the castles. If you're talking about for diving, probably Caracas. Just because I don't know if we can even go there.
Maybe. We'll see.
Anyway,
I'd love to go diving. I'd like to dive the Great Barrier Reef.
in Australia, nah, that's too far.
Hey, gonna go over there. Might as well go all the way.
They got,
They get sharks.
unless the world changes.
We'll see what happens. You know, we're still semi-young.
Yeah.
We're getting older every day. Alrighty, number 3. I'm sorry, I'm skipping questions like Sandy and Jimmy do. Number 3, who do you think is the most influential person? Who do you think is the most influential person? I guess in the world today. I guess they'd have to be alive.
They have to be alive?
Yeah, let's say they're
I'm
alive.
going to say Donald Trump.
That's what I was thinking too. Because even though he's out of office, people still are like looking at him and stuff.
I watched the clip, and I shared it with a couple of my family members of Donald Trump speaking, and he said, sometimes you need help from the boss. And he said, somebody said to him, said, sir, you're the most popular man in the world today. And he looked at him and said, no, I'm not. He says, yes, you are, sir. He says, no, I'm not. And the man looked at him, so who's more popular than you? And he told him, Jesus Christ.
That's right. He prays every day. He has prayer meetings every morning. And that's stuff that, you know, they don't tell you on the news and stuff like that. That's stuff they don't want you to know. But yeah, I think he still is. So that's our answer. Number 4. What was the worst movie you ever watched? I had my answer. As soon as I saw this question, I had my answer. And Jimmy from Let's Get Fit with Sandy, Jimmy said the same movie as I said, and it's Deliverance. And I started watching that movie, and I couldn't stand it, and I had to cut it off. I couldn't do that movie. And I know there's a lot of really bad movies out there, but I just thought that was so distasteful of a movie. I hated it.
It was a bad movie. But
Yeah. So what would your answer be for worst movie ever?
I don't remember. I don't even remember the movies that I liked. I don't remember the ones that, because most of the time, if it's something I just can't stand watching or I don't like, I don't watch it anymore. And
It would be like a horror movie or something.
I don't like horror movies. I mean,
Yeah.
I could put it in a general category. I really don't care for horror movies.
We've watched movies before together and went, let's find another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, not worth it. Yeah, whatever. But that one really stands out to me as I just can remember how awful that movie was. Number 5, how often do you listen to music?
Not every day.
Not every day?
No, I don't.
You don't listen to it in the truck going to work
No.
and back? Oh, I do. If I'm in my car, I have it on the Christian radio station. the local Christian radio station. Sometimes, because I have a portal in my office, in my home office here, sometimes in the morning I'll turn it on really low because, you know, I have to still work and I get distracted easy, the whole ADHD thing, but I have it on real low and I have the music on just kind of to soothing for me.
I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it every day. I mean, I don't know.
I would say every day except for maybe on the weekends because I don't get in the car.
I would probably say I would listen to music on the weekends more than I would the weekdays.
Would you? I'm opposite because I'm driving in my car for my work.
Now, in the mornings I like it quiet. Occasionally, once in a while, I will, but most days it's...
We like quiet. We like... Work is so crazy.
So
we like quiet when we can get it.
I find that if someone's trying to talk to me and music's playing in the background, that I can hear the person talking, but the music the music in the background is registering more in my head than what they're saying.
He's ADHD too.
Is that what that is? It's not from the head concussion I had?
No, it's outside. No, it's outside interference. It's you focusing on everything else in the room. That's ADHD. Number 6. Have you ever been in an accident and was it your fault?
Yes and no.
I've been in a couple. I was going to work one morning way back when, and I had to leave the house like 5:30 in the morning, and I went through a green light, and the car coming the other way didn't stop and smacked into me and hit and run, and got away with it. Even though we were right out in front of the police department, they really didn't investigate it or do anything. They kind of just let it go. And there was a witness behind me who stopped and gave them the license plate and everything, and they still didn't do anything about it. So, hit and run, and they got away with it. And I've gotten a couple fender benders too, but, you know, little ones that I got rear-ended one time, and had to have a little car work done, but nothing major. I don't think I've ever caused an accident. Nope.
Yes and no. Those are my answers.
Yes and no, he said. That's it. You don't need to know anymore.
No, that's right. You don't.
Number 7. Have you ever been admitted to a hospital?
Yes.
Yes. What, you were?
Yes.
Before I knew you? Oh, yeah, that's right. He wiped out on his motorcycle. He hit a deer.
No, the deer hit me.
The deer hit him on his motorcycle. All right, tell him about it now.
I was on the way back to the barracks on base, and a deer came out alongside the road and was running next to me, and it got ahead of me a little bit, and then ran right into my front wheel, and that was all it took. I flew off the bike, and everybody died except me.
The bike
died, and the deer died.
Oh.
And it, you know, it's funny because I'm laying there on the road. I sat up. This was after I was laid there. I stopped sliding on the road, and I heard the motorcycle. It was still sliding, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's gonna hit me!" And I heard it. It went slid by me. And after that, I sat up, and I saw the motorcycle. I saw the deer, and I laid back down.
It's like, okay. They're dead.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
No, I wasn't okay. But I wasn't okay, but I survived.
And I've had 2 children, so I've been in the hospital for them. And I also had an extreme case of food poisoning, which put me in the hospital for a week. In Pennsylvania.
Stayed with you.
He did. He stayed with me. We were on vacation, coming back from vacation, and stopped in Pennsylvania at his folks' house, and that's when I was ill the whole week, but I got worse once I got there. So they decided the hospital was the best place for me, which it probably was. All right, so number 8. What would you do if you did not need to work?
I would find ways to help other people that needed help.
Definitely missions for me, because that's what I do on the weekends. Is I sit and I sew or do needlework or whatever, knit or hang out with my sisters and my mom on Skype or the portal here, so that we can be doing our crafting projects together.
Yeah, I could only sit around so long before I would have to go out and do something to help. I mean, so if that's what I would do. I would try to find people who needed help, and you know.
Definitely missions work. That's my thing too. Number 9. What website do you visit the most?
Well, that's easy for you.
www.youtube.com.
And when you get a minute, go visit her channel.
That's right.
And don't forget to subscribe and like.
That's right. And I'll come and visit you back if you leave me a comment, so I know that you're there.
I probably visit Pluto TV.
Pluto?
Yeah, PlutoTV.com.
All right, and last question. What is your most used social media? Oh, well, then it'd be YouTube. That's the same question for me.
Messenger.
Messenger? That's Facebook Messenger?
Yeah, I use Messenger the most. I really don't do a lot on Facebook, but I do Messenger.
I do look at Facebook a little bit because my family posts on there, so I do look to see what they've posted. A lot of times if my sister does a knitting project or something, she makes a lot of baby blankets and little sweaters and stuff, and she'll post them on Facebook. Or she does counted cross stitch, and she does beautiful work, and she'll post the finished products on Facebook. So I do go on Facebook to look and see what she's doing and what she's finished. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So those are our answers to that tag. Thank you for tagging me, or I guess I'm always tagged now. Thank you, Doug from Jones Pointed Plate, for putting the questions together for this random questions tag. This was fun. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not
subscribed,
and
like.
Yeah, like and
that's what
comment. Oh, comment.
That's it. That's what the thumbs up is.
Yeah, like, comment, ring the bell, all that fun stuff. Anyway, catch you on the next tag.
Can I interject one question before we go?
Sure.
A one question tag.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you prefer the toilet paper come off the top of the roll or the bottom?
Well, it's not a preference thing. It's where it belongs. It belongs coming off the top. Because you shouldn't have to reach underneath the roll to try to get your toilet paper out.
But if you get too much off the roll, it's easier to get it back on the roll if it's coming off the bottom.
Yeah, you can roll it back on. Why are you taking too much off?
Just a thought, you know.
I hate reaching underneath the roll to try to find the toilet paper, and then you can't roll it out that way. It doesn't go that way.
I have tried it both ways, and I find that the top does work better.
The top does work better, and
what
because
works
that's
best
the
for
way
you?
it's supposed to go. But
no,
that's
what
the
works
great
best for
debate.
you?
The great debate.
That's to go. Well, give us your responses
in the comment section below, so that we know what you think. But you know, I know where it goes. But we don't really have to care about it because we have separate bathrooms. So he can put it however he wants in his, and I'll do it the right way in mine.
Bye.
Bye.